I'm going to do the Halloween Wreath Kit today. I said I was going to do it to the 5th, but I decided to do it a little early just to get it out of the way. So I am still shipping them out, but you can always just come back and watch the replay. For those that don't know me, I am Laura Jean, and this is Laura Jeans Wreath Room. And hi. So I'm just going to start, you guys. So again, this is the wreath kit. So you got a wreath form. You got 5 different ribbons. So you got these 2, an orange and the striped one. And then you got these 2, the plaid with the regular burlap color. I'm just making sure I'm putting them back in order. And then you got this. We can add this in with the ribbons, or you could use this. It's not cut. I have not cut this yet to make a bow. So you could use some of your own orange ribbon to add to it to make a bow, or you could add it in with your ribbons. Thanks for sharing, you guys. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing, I'd really appreciate it, because sharing is caring. You also got 2 bags of tubing, so you got black and orange. This is the sign. The sign is from Jane's Front Door Decor. I'm sure my light is hitting that right now. And look, Jane puts the little sticker on the back, so when you can't remember who it was from, you can just look. Jane is smart. But that's Jane's sign. It's so adorable. It says trick or treat. There's little stars right here on it. I was trying to make custom stars to go with it. But it didn't really work out. It's styrofoam. I tried cutting stars and painting them to match that star. So I do have this one. That was not working out for me. But I did go ahead and make little custom pumpkins that I wrapped in fabric. Put some leaves on it to try to go with the sign. And you got 3 pumpkins. So you guys got 2 orange and the one wrapped in fabric. I am using a burgundy color, but yours came with 2 orange and this one. So you got 3 pumpkins. Alright, and then your mesh. So you got the Décor poly mesh in black, and then the burlap mesh in this color. So we're cutting, I cut these 26 inches long, 26 to 27 inches long, because we're doing ruffles. These are going to go in every other tie. So I did these, again, 26 to 27 inches long in the black and in this one. So you're going to do 9 of them. You're going to do 9 cuts at 27 inches long in the black and 9 cuts in the burlap, 27 inches long. So 9 of each, again, 27 inches long. And then with the leftover mesh from the roll, you're going to cut 9 10-inch pieces for rolls. Okay, so with the leftover from this roll, you're going to cut 9 10-inch pieces for rolls. And then you also got an orange mesh that gave you just enough to cut down 9 10-inch pieces of the orange. And then I just put them together. I call it a bundle, but I put mine together already to make my life go a little faster. But that's the 2 of the leftover 9 10-inch pieces you need, and then the 9 in the orange 10-inch pieces. Alright, so I don't even think I need to pan in I'll pan in a little. There we go. So I am going to start, and you guys, this is a work wreath form. If you're using a regular wired form, you're going to want to put 10 pipe cleaners on the bottom, 8 on the top, and they're a little over 4 inches apart. Alright, so Pipe cleaners, if you're not using a work wreath form, 10 on the bottom, 8 on the top, a little over 4 inches apart. So I'm going to start walking in my ruffles. And again, we're going to do this ruffle in every other tie. Just going to open up my tie, put it in there, and twist it off. Bless your heart. Oh, that cracks me up. Alright, so then I'm going to do the black. So we got that one in there. Then we're just going to alternate with the black. You guys, I'll answer all your questions at the end. Cheryl will answer questions. Cheryl is my moderator. She's answering you as Laura Jeans Wreath Room. Most of you know Cheryl. Let's show Cheryl some love. Give her some hearts. And Cheryl has Owl's Tech Talk, which I'm in. I hire Cheryl to run my YouTube, my Facebook. I hate the computer stuff, guys. I hate it. So I just have Cheryl do it all. She does too. She's the best. She's the best. So remember, when you're doing ruffles, you want to stand up the ruffle next to it. You don't want them to smush down. So as you're putting the ruffles together, just make sure you go over and, you know, pull them up. Did you see all those hearts? They love you, Cheryl. So we're just alternating the two colors back and forth. Right, that's not... If I can get them undone. Ah, thank you, Kim. Alright, so I'm just going to walk it in. So, I just thought I would come on early and do the wreath kit. That way, when you guys get them, you don't have to wait for me. You can just go watch it. Hi, Kim. You're not late. We're just starting. Then you can just go back and watch the wreath play and make your wreath. I will be coming out with the Christmas kit. I already have everything except the candy canes that I want for it. I went shopping today, but nobody has Christmas out except Hobby Lobby. And obviously they're closed today. So I will have them listed in my design group. I was going to say tomorrow, but I'm going to the fair tomorrow with my daughter, so if they're not listed tomorrow, they will be listed in the loft on Tuesday. And then what doesn't sell in the loft will be listed to Laura Jeans Wreath Room on Wednesday. And my Etsy shop. They'll be in my Etsy shop. And it's going to be a red, white, and a little bit of green candy cane theme. I seem to be on the candy cane kick right at the moment. Oh, that's awesome, Dee. Yay, I love double doors. Love, love, love double doors. Hi, Vicky. I think the double door wreaths, doing the double door wreaths are so cute. And Michael's has some cute Halloween stuff out, but I have so much Halloween. I was like, Laura, stop buying Halloween. Halloween is my favorite. Love, love, love Halloween. But not everybody likes Halloween. I mean, a lot of people don't pass out candy. They have their lights off, so I definitely overspent on Halloween this year. It's alright, though. You just put it away for next year. Which I would say that it would be less shopping for me next year, but it's not true. Because I'm still going to buy just as much. Someday I'll learn. Someday. Love Halloween. So again, when you're putting these ruffles in, remember to stand it up. on the side so they're not squishing it down. If you see some frays, go ahead and trim them up. I usually try to trim them as I go, that way I'm not, and I always trim them afterwards too, but it's a lot easier if you trim them while you see them. Oh, good, Dee. I gotta do more hats. I made 2 hats, but that's all I did. And Michael's has the cutest little hats, so I just usually buy them. I mean, sometimes the embellishments are fun to make, but they're time consuming. So if I'm too busy, I'll just buy them. But I'll try to make more. There's so many things that you want to do, but there's just not enough hours in the day to do it, y'all. So these are 27 inches long. The mesh is 27 inches long. You're going to cut 9 of the black ones 27 inches long and 9 of the other ones 27 inches long. With the leftover mesh from your roll, then you're going to cut 9 10-inch pieces, and then that should be it. That your mesh should be gone. You might have a little piece, but nothing you could do anything with. Normally I do 30-inch ruffles, but sometimes the mesh will run short for the 10-inch rolls, so I wanted to make sure you had enough to get the 9 10-inch pieces. So that's why I did 27-inch, which is fine. You're not going to notice the difference from 27 to 30 inches. And I believe I have 4 kits of this wreath, the kit, the Halloween kit. I believe there's still 4 in my Etsy shop. So if you guys like the wreath when I'm finished, you can go buy the kit. It's much cheaper than buying the wreath. Oh, Kathy, it depends. I mean, I used to do a lot of them a day. I mean, I pretty much do what's in my design group, so I do 2 wreaths a week in there. And then if I'm doing Laura Jeans Wreath Room on YouTube and Facebook, there's 2 more wreaths. I don't really do custom orders no more. When I was doing custom orders, I did a lot of wreaths. But I don't do custom orders no more. So it's not really... Right now, I'm just trying to get wreaths stocked up in my shop for the holidays. But I don't do a lot of wreaths per day. I used to when I did custom orders, but I don't anymore. And I did take a little break from Laura Jeans Wreath Room just so I can enjoy camp this summer. And, you know, I was busy just trying to catch up on the home stuff, too. It's a lot when you're starting a business to, you know, manage the house, the camp, the pool, the yard, the kids, the landscaping, the dinners, the laundry. Last year I sacrificed going to camp, but this year I went to camp. I pay a lot of money to be at camp, so last year I was doing lives from camp, which is kind of working, so it was working. I was bringing all the stuff to camp and working from camp. But camp is closing soon, so I will be back to my scheduled lives, which I'm starting to do now. So Thursday, I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep Thursdays. I might come on earlier, though. I normally do 8 o'clock, and I prefer doing daytime more. I like going on a little earlier than nighttime. At nighttime, I just want to relax. Just how I am. I'm not really a night owl. I mean, I am, but I'm watching TV. My husband gets out of work gets home at 8 o'clock at night. He works 12-hour days, so he used to get home cooked meals, and he really hasn't since I started working. So I am doing 27-inch ruffles. So you got the 2 rolls of mesh with your kit. So you're going to cut them both you're going to cut 9 27-inch pieces in both of them, both colors. And then with the leftover mesh, you're going to do 9 10-inch pieces for rolls. So I just did all the way around the bottom. I'm going to jump up now to the top. Just going to walk these in with your fingers. Just try to stay your fingers in the center. Make sure you're pinching this before you pick it up in the center, otherwise it's going to fall apart on you. Just going to do the same exact thing up on the top. So now you're going to have the mesh from the bottom and the top touching each other. So just like I said, stand up it when you're putting mesh next to each other. You're going to do the same thing on the bottom ones. Make sure you're not pushing them down, squishing them. Just stand them all back up. I'm going to walk this in. Just going to keep your fingers right in the back of that mesh so it doesn't slide under your fingers. And then if you're going off to the side like that, don't undo it all. Just move your finger back over, push that mesh back to the center, and keep walking it in. The ruffles do take practice. It's not that serious though. If they're a little off, once you put them in there, they're fine. Right, Michelle? Yeah, because I feel bad. I mean, for almost 2 years, my husband for 20 years got home-cooked meals. I mean, I used to do 3 different dinners a day. I would eat different, my son ate different, and my husband ate different. So sometimes I made 3 different dinners a day, and he likes his done when he gets home, which is usually around 8:30. And mind you, last year I was doing like 4 lives a week. And then I was moderating too. So 5 to 6 nights a week, he wasn't getting home-cooked meals. I mean, he would get, if I made dinner, he had to warm it up. That's if I made dinner. So it was a big adjustment for him. Laura, well, is the straight mesh from? All the supplies are from Craft Outlet, except for the sign. The sign is from Jane's Front Door Decor. So, you know, even now he's like, are you live tonight? Because I know he wants me to make him a fresh meal. He asked by cooking and doing laundry, which he didn't do for 20-something years, so that's a bonus. He's always like, I'm independent now. I'm like, yeah, don't get carried away with that. You're still married. But, you know, and then I'm live when he gets home. And mind you, he gets up at like 5 in the morning. So he literally eats dinner and goes right to bed. Makes himself dinner if I didn't prepare it for him. Hi, Sue. And so by the time I get off my live, he's in bed, which means I didn't see him at all that day. So yeah, I've been trying to go on and be off before he gets home, so I could spend a little bit of time with him. And he doesn't go to camp either because he works weekends. Guys, don't forget Susie's having a sale on the mesh rollers. Cheryl is sharing my affiliate link. So if you guys do not have the Ultimate Mesh Roller or any of the mesh rollers and you would like to purchase one, she's having a 15% Labor Day sale. I believe it ends tomorrow. So you would want to click on my affiliate link or just go to her. You do not have to use my affiliate link. But if you click my affiliate link, you want to type in the word Labor Day 15 in caps. Labor Day 15 to get that 15% off. And I just want to mention I do have a design group. It's LJ's Designers Loft. It is a paid membership of $20 a month. I go live on Wednesdays. I do an uploaded tutorial on Tuesdays. I don't really have live Q&A. I scheduled Q&As. I mean, they ask me, if they have questions, they ask me all the time, so I don't really schedule Q&As, but they can always ask me anything whenever they want. I'm supposed to do Q&As, but I really don't as much as I should. But just because no one really asked me any questions, they ask me more business questions than design questions. Which is fine. If I know the answer, you guys know I'm always going to answer it. And if I don't, I find it out for you. It's just how I am. But anyways, that's a paid group of $20 a month. If you'd love to join me, I'd love to have you there. We have lovely, 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 very helpful ladies in my group. We're like a big, huge family. We all help each other. Very talented people. Which after this live, I do have to do my tutorial for the loft for Tuesday, because tomorrow, I tried to do a tutorial last night and I got frustrated and stopped it. So, but I'm going to try to schedule, get some already pre-recorded and scheduled ahead of time. Okay, so remember to stand up the ones next to it and underneath, because you're going to squish them down. There we go. Do you have a business coach? I do have a business coach. I'm in Laura Jacobs' Success Path, and I just joined another business group. I'm not going to mention them yet until I actually go in and see if I like them or not. I don't like to advertise people or promote anybody unless I like it myself. I would never sell you guys something or promote something that I don't use or believe in. So once I go in there and decide if they're good, or, I just don't want to say who it is yet until I actually investigate them myself. But I did join a new business group, which I think I'm going to love. Sometimes I've been in a few business groups. I was in Damon's. I am no longer in Damon, but I am still with Laura Jacobs' Success Path. Lori's my mentor, and I've been with her since I started. And I'm with Owl's Tech Talk, who's my moderator and my biz buddy. But, you got to find the person that's right for you, because not everybody, just because I think one person's great doesn't mean you will. You just got to find the person that you mesh with. All right. But I'll let you know about the new business group as soon as I get in there. Alright, so we got all the ruffles in. So this is what it looks like so far. Now we're going to do the ribbon. So, like I said, I think I'm not going to do a bow. I'm just going to cut my ribbon. So I already pre-measured these for you guys. You're going to get them just like this. So all you're going to do is you're going to put your scissors right through the middle, just like that, and cut it across the top. Then you're going to turn it around and do the same thing. Now, I gave you these to go with the sign, because it's in the sign. But if you don't want to use these as ribbons, do not cut it. It's one very long piece that you can make a bow with. So you can either use this as your bow, or you can put it in with your ribbons. Yeah, and Cheryl, make sure you're putting your link in there for Owl's Tech Talk, please. Alright, so let me dovetail these, because I dovetail all my ribbons. But I wanted to give you guys that option. So, like I said, you can use this print as your bow to make a bow, or you could add it in with your ribbons, which I'm just going to use them as ribbon tails. So I just cut both ends at an angle, and let me show you that, because I don't know if all of you know how to do that. Whoops. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my ribbon and I'm lining it all up across the top just to make sure they're even. I'm going to fold them. I'm going to fold it in half, just like that. These are folded. And then I'm going to cut it at an angle. Well, that was a bad cut. But it'll give you that finished, I don't know why, the finished edges. Thank you guys. Thank you for sharing. I really, really appreciate you all. I missed being on my page. I am going to start doing more lives, that's for sure. Alright, so I have these two together. So these two are going to go in every other tie. And then I am going to throw this one in with it. So I'm going to do just like that. I'm going to have 3 on this one. And then I'm just going to lay them on top of each other. I'm going to pinch it right in the center. And I'm going to open up my tie. Put it in there. Oh, my wire's stuck. Hold on. And then I always spread my ribbons outwards. So I'm just going to separate the two. So I have the 2.5 inch ribbons. One's pulled up, one's pulled down, and the 1.5 is in the middle. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. Remember, you got to put your ribbons where you want them. They're not going to go there on their own. But these are all going to get messed up as I'm playing and touching this wreath, so I'll fix it at the end. Alright, so I have those in, and now I'm going to do, so we're going to alternate. These ones will go in every other tie. And then we'll do these two, and this one. Again, I'm pulling all my ribbon out towards me so they go outwards. Just going to keep alternating them all the way around. Well, we'll fix them after. So, I can't believe my son's getting ready to go back to school. And he's totally on his summer schedule because he's sleeping right now. The wreath is a 15-inch elevated work wreath form. It's pretty much the only size I really use is a 15-inch. A little harder to separate the three of them. And if you wanted, you could just do the two, and then you can add these on top after, but I'm just adding them in as I go. The ribbons are cut at 13 inches. Sorry, Cheryl. They're 13 actually. Excuse me. Just repeating the same process over and over. Watching for my campsite. Ah, I love camping. I didn't go to camp this weekend. I stayed home. Well, I hope you're having fun at camp. I just love camping. You love the 3 ribbon combination? Yeah, I really wanted to add that Harlequin in there just because it's on the sign. Just to pop it out. Wondering, I think I did 13. I know the Harlequin is 13. Yeah, they're 13. Yes, yes. Don't be afraid to yank on your ribbons once you get them in the ties. They're not going to fly out at you. I mean, unless it's like a shear, just be careful because you can tear it. But like, you know, you do have to shape these, pull on them to get them to lay the way you want them. Laura, how do you decide between 13 and 14 inches? So, I love a 14-inch ribbon. A 14-inch ribbon will make your wreath look bigger because the ribbons will come out a little further. If you want more of your mesh to show, your base. Now, to me, I usually do poofs. It's just a base for me. It's just to build up my wreath higher for me to put my embellishments and ribbons on. But if you're using a really pretty mesh, you want to do a shorter ribbon, and especially if it's an expensive mesh, you want to do a shorter ribbon because you want to see that beautiful expensive mesh you put in there. So that's when you would probably do a 12 or a 13 inch. If you don't mind, like me, not seeing so much of the mesh, I'd rather see the ribbon than the mesh. But, you know, everyone has their own, what they like and what they don't. Did I? No, that one doesn't go in there. My bad. That doesn't go there. Yeah, so if you want your wreath to look fuller and you don't mind that your mesh is being hidden, and like I said, if I'm just building a base and I'm going to cover that whole thing, I'm using a cheaper mesh anyways. But if I'm using an expensive mesh, I'll use a shorter ribbon just so more of the mesh shows. 13 inches is a really good length though. But I normally usually always do 14. I don't really do 12 When I first started making wreaths, I did 12, only because I didn't want to waste my ribbon. I loved ribbon. But now I normally do 14 inches, but I'm just starting to use 13 a little bit more. I kind of like the length of it. I don't know why I'm being really picky right now with this, because I'm just going to mess them all up. You're welcome. And I usually pick my ribbon colors from my sign. So that's how I pick my ribbons, you guys. Whatever your focal point is, which mine is my sign right now, but it could be a doll, it could be a sign, it could be a stuffed animal, it could be anything. But whatever your focal point is on that wreath, that's where I'm going to pull my colors that choose my ribbon colors. So I pull the colors out of the sign, and that's how I pick my ribbons. What is always doing and just switching to 14 because that's what you do. Aw. Little chickadee, you're so cute. Alright. It's a little more time consuming this just to spread out the 3. But I will fix it after. Because you want to make sure they're straightened out at the base or they won't lay straight. I'm doing 27-inch ruffles, Laura. So with the two colors, you're going to cut 9 27-inch pieces with your 2 full rolls, Laura. And then with the leftover mesh, you're going to cut 9 10-inch pieces for the rolls. And then you're alternating your ruffles to every other tie. You're welcome. Thank you, Kara. You guys, you should have seen that Kara's in my design group, and we just FaceTimed before I started my live. So she did like a steampunk hat, but she took a skull and she covered it in newspaper, and then she made her hat that's got all the like steampunk stuff on it. It's so cool. You did a great job on that. Fantastic, girl. Kara actually did a live showing us how to do those hats too. Yes, you definitely need to use wired ribbon, Linda. That's for sure when you're doing a wreath. If you're putting ribbons in your wreath, because if they're not wired, they're not going to stand up. And I'll shape these all out. Right now they're bugging me. I keep wanting to play with them. Because I like my ribbons perfectly perfect. And they're not right at the moment. But I'm just going to keep messing them up, so I will leave them alone. It can, yes. Yes, it certainly can. This could be, Elaine asked if this, oh, not Elaine, I'm sorry, I'm so blind. I'm just going to say Norms. Norms asked if this could be used for Thanksgiving, and it most certainly can. I almost bought a turkey today, I think, a turkey I seen at, where did I see that? TJ Maxx. Then I was like, no, I got too many things that I need to finish what I have. It's the problem, guys. You see all these great crafts and you want it all. Okay, so we're putting the last ribbon in. Alright, so that's what it looks like so far with the ribbon. The Meeble is always opposite of what I do. It's so annoying. I haven't used my Meeble in a while. Alright, so how many ties does a 15-inch frame usually have? 18, Kathy. There's 18 ties. So if you're using just a regular wreath form, wire form, you're going to put 10 ties on the bottom and 8 on the top, and they're going to be a little over 4 inches apart. Alright guys, so now we're going to do rows. So in your kit, like I said, you cut the black down 9 27-inch pieces, and with the leftover, you're going to do 9 10-inch pieces of both those. And then you got just enough of the orange to do 9 10-inch pieces. And all you're going to do is you're going to roll them. You're going to roll them up in rolls. You're going to set them on top of each other. You're going to take a pipe cleaner and twist it around. Well, actually, I already did my rolls for the live. You don't need to do that. You're just going to set them on top of each other, and then you're going to put them... Oh, why did I cut those down? I forgot that's what I was doing with them. Oh, my God, I'm so stupid. Oh, shoot. I don't know why I did that. I was thinking they were going in the ties on the form, and they're not. Well, I cut that little extra piece down, but I need that little piece to attach them. I got to add more pipe cleaner. Don't do what I just did. Shoot, I wasn't even thinking of that. Alright, so anyways, you'll have a little piece left of your pipe cleaner. You're going to have to pipe clean them, the rolls. So you're going to twist your pipe cleaner around it. And then with the little piece of pipe cleaner, you can just use a half a pipe cleaner. We're going to come in to the wreath, and you're going to separate the bottom ruffle. Is that still on? Yes. You're going to separate your bottom ruffle until you see the frame to the top ruffle. You're just going to separate them both. You're going to take your rolls and you're going to stick them in between and wrap them right around the wreath form. Just like that. Then pull your ruffle back down. Fix your ribbon. Actually, I'll fix it after because I'm going to keep messing it up. But you're going to stick those rolls right in between the bottom ruffle and the top ruffle. We're going to do that all the way around. I cannot believe I cut my pipe cleaner. I'm just going to add new ones on it. So when you're doing your rolls, you have them all stacked on top of each other, just like this. I just put my pipe cleaner right around it. I'm going to fold it up like this. And I squeeze this bottom part with my hand and my finger, and then I twist that pipe cleaner. Just helps the rolls to stand up a little better. Yes, this live is automatically, Amanda, will be in my videos on Facebook, and it will also be uploaded to my YouTube channel. You want to leave a long enough piece to wrap around the form. Don't go into ruffles, right? No. So, Gail, what you're going to do is you're just going to separate the top ruffle from the bottom ruffle till you see that wreath form. And I would put them in every other crossbar. You see the crossbars? So wherever there's a crossbar, you're going to just shove that roll after you divided your top ruffle from the bottom ruffle. You see the wreath form, and then you're just going to wrap it right around the bar. So the rolls are actually between the top and the bottom. And then pull it down, fix your ruffle, pull that top ruffle back down, and we'll fix the ribbons after. And then we're just going to do that same exact thing all the way around the wreath form. I cut my ties, I don't know why. I was thinking I was doing flip ruffle and rolls where I just set it in the tie. Nope, was not thinking when I did that. So again, I'm just going to separate the bottom ruffle from the top ruffle and reach my rolls right in there. I'm going to wrap it right around the wreath form. You're welcome, Gail. Thank you, Janice. All right. Just trim some of this fray I can see going on. Alright. Sorry, I just gotta fix things. Thank you, Nancy. So again, I'm gonna separate, put it right in the middle, wrap it right around the wreath form. Just like that. Can't believe I did that. I was not thinking. Guys, that's why I'm not moving south no more, because I am not going to be in the path of hurricanes. Nope. I mean, I hope you all are safe if you're in a path of a hurricane. Please take cover, get out of there. But I've been bugging my husband to go south. But with all these hurricanes and fires I see, I'm like, you know what? I really like the snow. Like, I'm scared now. I don't want to move south no more. Hi, Jamie Brown. Thank you, Carol. That's because I'm a very, 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 very matchy person. And honestly, this wreath was a pain in the butt to shop for. Everything I picked for this wreath as far as ribbon was out of stock. It took me about 3 hours online of searching, which is I never searched for stuff that long. Everything I picked for it was out of stock. It took me forever to find stuff to match this sign. But I did. Because I did not give up. But I am a very matchy person. Yeah, Nancy, I love the change of seasons too. And that's what I grew up in New York my whole entire life. And I definitely think I would definitely miss winter. And it's not even the snow. I don't mind the snow. It's just the dark of the day that bugs me. Oh, if you guys would like live alerts, thank you, Helen. If you would like live alerts, Cheryl will share that link. All you got to do is click that link and type live or alert, and you will be signed up for my live alerts. I always forget to mention my live alerts. Now, when you're adding these rolls in between, you're going to squish your ruffles a little bit, so make sure that you're going back and refluffing them out so they don't look mashed down. I have already started buying stuff for Valentine's. Oh, dear Lord, I know, Michelle. That was it. I waited too long to purchase the Wreath Kit stuff. And I knew I did. It was my fault. He's a smart girl, Michelle. We should have Valentine's, Easter. Because I know people that already got their stuff for their Easter kits. So I'm definitely way behind. But I don't like buying stuff too early because, you know, a lot of the good stuff and a lot of the sign makers, you know, don't come out, they come out with even better things that you might like around that time. So I try to wait a little bit. And I don't like to buy the ribbons ahead because I need to match whatever sign I'm using. I'll always make it work though. So the Christmas kit is going to be candy cane. A candy cane Christmas kit. How do I get the live alerts? Bethany, Cheryl, it says Laura Jeans Wreath Room. Laura. There are 9, yes, so there are 9 bundles for the rolls. I call these bundles, there are 9 of them. I'm sorry, right there, it says live alert. See Laura Jeans Wreath Room, live notifications. If you click that link, and then just type live or alert, you'll be signed up for my live alerts. And you know what, guys? Sometimes I don't even use all 9 of the bundles. Sometimes I only use 6 or 7. So if you don't want to use them all, you don't have to. But there are 9. You'll have enough for 9 of the bundles. So I have 1 left, and I went all the way around. So let me see if I want to add that last one in there somewhere. But I want to show you the sides because now you can see the different, see the rolls popping out, which gives it another little texture and dimension. This wreath is very, very tall now. I got to learn to make these thinner because shipping is not cheap these days. Oh, shipping is killing me. But you guys, I just love a big full wreath, so it's just my style. But my wreaths will last you quite a long years. You shouldn't have to buy another wreath for a good at least 5 years if you take care of it. I try not to make them last longer than that. No, I'm just kidding. They'll automatically destroy themselves after 5 years, so you have to come buy a new wreath. I just play it. self-destruct in 5 years. No. Alright, so I'm going to pull all the center up, center up. So I'm not going to add that last roll in there. If I see a spot as I go, I'll add it. Alright, I'm not going to fix this ribbon until I'm absolutely done with it, because I'm just going to keep messing it up. But this is what I have so far. This is a very full, tall wreath. Alright, how many do you think you sold this year? Oh, dear Lord, are you serious? This year? I got, in a year and a half, I sold 400 wreaths. No, I'm sorry, that's just an Etsy. I probably sold in a year and a half 600 wreaths. Okay. Alright, so now with the sign, excuse me, when I buy my signs from Jane's Front Door Decor, you have the option of where you want to put your holes. I always do holes on the top, the bottom, and each side. Because if you do just top and bottom, I find that it wiggles to the side, and if you do the sides, then I find it wiggles top and bottom, and I don't like my signs to have any kind of movement. So I'm going to use my beadsmith, and a beadsmith is it just will it's got a little tiny screw right here at the end of it. Now when you're putting this on your sign, make sure that the screw end is underneath your sign. Don't let it be on the top, because that little screw can take a piece of the color off your sign. I know this from experience. It's happened a few times. So make sure that you're putting your little screw end underneath. Tina, where did you find the sign at? Jane's Front Door Decor. Cheryl sharing my affiliate link. If you wouldn't mind purchasing it off that, I'd appreciate it. If not, you can go right to Jane's Front Door Decor. Catherine said, can you pin the link of live alerts, please? Yes, I can. Cheryl can. Alright, so the beadsmith just puts a small tiny hole in your signs, in your tin signs. You can get these out of my affiliate links, or at Hobby Lobby has them in their jewelry section. Amazon has them. But it's meant to put tiny holes in tin signs. So that's what we use it for. It's really meant for jewelry. Cheryl just posted the live link. See where it says Laura Jeans Wreath Room. Live notifications. Alright, so I got the 4. And now I'm going to grab my wire. Now silver wire I use a lot because silver hides very well. So I'm just going to, I tend to cut long pieces of wire because I'd rather have it too long than too short. So I'm just going to cut 4 pieces of wire. And we're going to also, you can also just put live in comments. Yeah, you could just, oh, did you set it up that way, Cheryl? You could just write live in comments and we can go back. Live or alert right in the comments. So I'm going to put my wire right through the hole, and then I'm going to twist just a small piece. I'm not going even with the wire. I'm just doing a small piece and then twisting it. And then I'll have a teeny tiny piece of that wire. I tip it downwards towards the sign, just so you don't stab yourself, because I've done that a lot too. Yeah, Cheryl, maybe later we can work on that as affiliate links, because there's so many. I gotta update that. Oh, I hate the computer stuff. I just hate it. I just want Cheryl to do it all. Actually, Cheryl, just go do that later. You don't need me, right? I'll just sit on FaceTime and watch you do it. I hate computer stuff. Cheryl loves computer stuff. I do not. You know what I used to do before I started a business, guys? You know, because I'm a housewife of 20 years. Hi, Willie. Hi, Ricky. I used to play, I love hidden picture games. And there's a site called Big Fish. I would literally play hidden picture games for days. Actually, you guys, I haven't done that since I had my business. I need to go download a hidden picture game and play one. It's been so long. And I use my mom's account because she pays for it, and then I get her password. So I would play for free. Alright, so we're just going to set this sign right in here. And I am going to... Now, I like to attach my signs... Wow, this wreath is so... I wish I had my measuring tape in this room, because I know it's deeper than 8 inches. I cannot... I should... If you guys want a thinner wreath... Okay, so... If you have not made this wreath... some of you are getting them shipped out tomorrow. And I know you'll be watching this replay. This is a very tall wreath. If you want it to be smaller... When you're doing the poofs... fold them under. Tuck your poofs under, and your wreath will not be as wide. But I like to attach from the front, so I'm going to just... You guys know I love wide, though, so I didn't... But I was going to show you that, and I forgot. I have to go. Thank you, Kathleen. You have a great weekend. Well, the weekend's over, but... Have a great week. Make sure you're pulling all your ribbons out. Your signs where you want it. Alright, let's see a little bit about right. And I'm not like pushing this down. I'm just giving it a little bit of pull. And then I'm going to twist it around. I'm going to twist it around the form in the back. If I find a bar. Hi, Cecilia. Right, Veronica? I hate computer stuff. I mean, I do computer stuff, but I try to get Cheryl to do it all. Cheryl really does run my YouTube, though. She could do more, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to get a phone call right after this live. Love you, Owl. Oh, Nancy, I used to struggle with the signs. I'm not going to lie. There was one sign that I literally, I mean, I fought with it for over probably about a half hour. I could not get that stupid frickin' sign to stay where I wanted it. I literally almost took it outside and was going to run it over about 100 times in my car. That's how mad I got at it. But I was like, girl, you paid for that sign, then you're going to have to buy another one. It's the only reason why I didn't. But, yeah, I just find it easier to attach them from the front. A lot of people will flip the wreath over and attach it that way. But to me, I can't see where the sign is if I my wreath the other way. I need to see where that wreath sign is going. And I can't tell when my wreath is flipped to the back. So I just attach it from the front. I just set it where I want it and just stick my wire down through. See, it's right where I want it. I'm going to shove my wire right through. I'm going to reach underneath and grab it. This would be a good Frisbee one, but you might get hurt on this one. Alright, so I try to attach the sign wire to on the first bar toward the bar on the top. It's the closest to the sign, so it makes it tighter. The wire doesn't have a chance to become loose because it's literally right under the sign. But it's really hard to get your fingers in there because it is so close. There. Yeah, this if I played Frisbee with this, I could take off your head. Off with your heads. Only off with your heads if you don't like, share, and subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. And if you're watching the replay and on YouTube, please remember to please share, subscribe, like, show the love. I'd really appreciate it. I love all of you guys. You guys really do inspire me and make me want to keep going in my business, so I really, really appreciate you all. Because honestly, if it wasn't for all of you, I would not still be doing this. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay. Alright. Ouch. Alright, so let's fluff out some of these ribbons, because some of them look like they're getting choked. Now, you guys, we're going to do the tubing. That's right, I forgot you guys got tubing. Son of a gun, I completely forgot. I forgot about the tubing. Alright, let's add the tubing. And then we'll just glue the pumpkins and we are done. You guys, the more you make wreaths, the better you become at them. I mean, trust me, my wreaths were not as nice as they are when I first started. Even though, you know, I thought they were. I was like, hey. But, I mean, not that they were horrible, but, you know, you do get better. You do think a little bit more outside the box. You do try to do things out of your comfort zone that you might have not have tried when you first started. So, you know, the longer you make them and the more you make them, the better you get at it. And don't be afraid to try something, because you know, you're never going to know how it looks unless you try it. And if you don't like it, you can just take it apart. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to keep it on there. I mean, it's a wreath, just undo it. Like, I've been trying to practice doing bows in my hand, making by, you know, handmade bows, because I use the Easy Bow Maker. But y'all, I'm just not that coordinated. So I'm going to start on the bottom ones, and I am going to put the tubing in with just the 2 ribbons. Oh, my eye itches. Hold on, guys. I'm itching the crap out of my eye. God, I don't have mascara on. It would have been all over my face. So I'm going to put the tubing in. And again, you can put the tubing in any one you want. But all I do with my tubing is I make like an 8. So I just make a loop on top, and then I grab the tubing and I just swoop it, grab it, and then go up towards my middle again. So it looks just like an 8, an infinity circle. But you could put the tubing in whatever ribbons you want. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to go all the way around. And I don't usually ever measure out my tubing. I just make it as big as I think I want it to be. So I think in my design group, I got to do a tutorial after this. And I think I'm going to do, I was supposed to do Christmas. I was going to do the peppermint patty. But I think I'm going to do that on a live. And I'm going to do Halloween as the tutorial. I don't know. You know what, I'm not liking how those top ribbons are looking. I might have to fix those. So again, just like an 8. So now we're going to jump on the top, but I want to see something because I want to see, hold on a second. Just looked like they were getting mashed. Yeah, I like that better. So what I did, and it's fine if you don't do it, but pull these out more. I undid the ones that have the Harlequin print in it, just on the top because the sign is a little bigger, and I'm going to pull that Harlequin out. I'm going to pinch these two back on. I'm going to push them way down in that tie, twist it. I'm going to give it 2 twists. Then I'm going to put the Harlequin back in. I'm going to give it 1 twist, and then I'm going to add my tubing. So that Harlequin is actually sitting up a little higher, because what I did was I took it all out, I added those 2 ribbons, and then I did 2 twists, which is now bringing it up a little higher. Then I added the Harlequin. I just felt like it's looking too mashed around the sign, and I don't like, that does not look good to me. So we do need to fix it. And I think that looks better. That's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to pull these ones up and pull those separate. See, now that Harlequin is not looking smushed down in there. Hold on 1 second, guys. I need a tissue. Oh. They were looking a little... Oh, shoot, I ran over my tubing. Out the way. I didn't like that it looked that squished. So again, I'm only doing this where the Harlequin ribbon is, just on the top. The bottom ones are fine. If you want to do the same thing on the bottom, that's totally up to you. But I'm fine So I'm going to, again, just take these two, I'm going to push it way down in there, twist it twice. I'm going to take my Harlequin, put that in there, twist it once. And then I'll put my tubing on top of that. That way that Harlequin sits up a little bit higher. I like what you just did with the ribbon. Thanks, Lorraine. Yeah, it was looking a little mashed around the sign. I was like, that does not look good. So that just helped it look unmashed. And then I'm going to just take these two and flip them up. Just like that. That looks way better. And that sometimes happens when you're doing ruffles, because the ruffles sometimes can squish your ribbon, but it's not even the ruffles, it's just that the sign's a little bit bigger, so it's going where the ties are, which is kind of mashing it down, and it doesn't look right to me, so I have to fix it. So again, I'm pushing way down, right to so that's right in the end of that tie. Twist it twice, or even 3 times, so your other ribbon sits up higher. It's kind of even with that sign, and then we're going to put the tubing on top of that. That one's really up high because I did 3 twists. If you want it up really high and want it to speak to God, do 3 twists. That might have been too many. So we're going to pull these up. The Harlequin's going up. And then I'm going to separate the 2 bottom ones. Just like that. Yeah, that looks so much cuter. Do that there? Yeah. Alright, so now that we figured out that problem, and the bottom ones that have the 3, I'm going to pull the pumpkin colored ones to the side, and I'm going to pull the Harlequin, both of the Harlequin print to the middle. So it looks just like this. See how I got the 2 in the middle and then the orange ones off to the sides? That's how I'm going to do that, okay? I think that just looks better. I don't like when ribbon looks all mushed together. If it's going to look mashed, I'm going to take it out. So that really helps with that. Just fix that all the way around. We'll go add our pumpkins. Alright. So like I said, you guys got the 3 pumpkins. And let me stand up to look. So these are really light, but I am still going to use a little wooden skewer to stick in here. I'm going to glue that. And I'm also going to add glue, but they're really light. You should be fine just gluing them, but I never want anything to fall off my wrist. Like I said, these will last you a good 5 years before they self-destruct. No, just kidding. So I'm going to add some glue right on that stick. Stick it down just a little bit further. And I'm also going to use the twist tie to help hold it too. So I'm going to, I get glue on it. I don't want to get burnt. Just going to, glue is hot. Hot, I say hot. I'm going to put one right there. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now these ones I did in fabric, so I'm going to make a little hole, a little slit first. Again, I'm going to stick my spool in there, hit it with some glue. Actually, let me go glue this one in. And I need a glue stick. So I have the orange pumpkin. Now I have a burgundy pumpkin. You guys got all orange. But one of the bags I bought had burgundy and white in it. They didn't have enough of the orange. It had orange, burgundy, and white. So I'll use those so we don't run short. So I got the orange pumpkin there. And when you're going to go stand this up, so if you put your pumpkins in straight, you could, but you could add them a little bit at an angle too. Let's see. So I have one over there, so I'm going to bring one opposite corner, kitty corner to it. And I'm going to kind of twist it off in my tie. Hit that with some glue. And then I'm going to add the other one right down over here. Twist that off. Hit that with some glue. And like I said, I tried to make that star. I tried, but I might add that in there too. It's styrofoam. I probably won't add it because it's ugly, but I'm just showing you. If you guys know how to draw or paint, I don't like the star. But you could also keep adding to yours. You could add more pumpkins to it. But this is what came in the kit. So let me hold it up so you guys can see it. Shut off my gun. Because I am all done. Sorry, I'm trying to just clean up. Alright. I think it came out adorable. And that is the Halloween Wreath Kit. Let's go the wrong way. I know, the light's hitting the sign. I'm trying to get it so it's not. Isn't it cute? I think it's adorable. Where's that pumpkin? Thank you, Michelle. Myra, I had 4 kits in my Etsy shop. I honestly don't know what's in there, but my kits were listed in my Etsy shop. The fall ones just sold out yesterday. And this morning I had 4 of the Halloween. Where did you get that beautiful sweater? Veronica, I got this at Charlotte Russe. I had the little matching pants and I got the matching shoes. Because I'm so matchy-matchy. What sprays do you use on it? I don't ever spray my erase ever. Some sprays, especially if they get a lot of sun, your door gets a lot of sun, your wreath gets a lot of sun on them, can turn your mesh and ribbons yellow, a yellow tint to them. And, you know, this is mesh, and the ribbons and stuff are meant for the outdoor wreaths, so they're totally fine. And if you don't really have a roof line over your front door, I mean, if it's pouring out in tornadoes, I would bring your wreath to the inside of the door. Can is the name of the black and white ribbon. It's Harlequin. Harlequin ribbon, and I got it at Craft Outlet. Come on. Thank you, Pamela. Yeah, you guys want to see? Oh, don't go in the mesh. All this stuff right here. See this whole big container? This is for one wreath. This is the tutorial I'm getting ready to do. Halloween. There's a lot of stuff in here, but it's a bat. It's gonna be a bat. Look at, don't you love this? Look at this mesh. It's like the different shades of purple. See that? Love that. But I'm gonna do my bat. But this is for my design group, and that will be Tuesday's tutorial. Oh, and then I got those two. We can let Pam message us. I can't remember if I think you did, Pamela. I think you did, but I'll look and let you know, okay? I'm pretty sure you did, but might have been fall, but I'll look. And you guys, this will be uploaded to YouTube. Oh, you guys, I want to show you one more thing. So while I was out running around today, I stopped at TJ Maxx. Michelle, I got it at Sims Pottery when we did that road trip. And they had it in the blues, too. Cara kept buying all the mesh out, though. She went right to the mesh, and I went right to the ribbon. So by the time I got to the mesh, Cara wiped it out. But, you guys, look at these. These were only $4. Like, I mean, it's bigger than my hand. They're dog toys. But I'm using it for a wreath. I gotta hide them from the dogs, though. And I got it at TJ Maxx. And they got purple. They had a vampire. They had, the candy skull. They had this candy skull one. They had all different kinds of dog toys for $4. But I thought, oh my God, those would look adorable in a wreath. So I grabbed 2 of them. I might use it in the bat. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff with that, though. And then I got these, too. Because y'all know I love candy corn. And these ones were $6. It's on a rope. And they got little smiley faces on them. But I thought, oh my God, how adorable are these? These will look so cute in a wreath. And I could just cut the rope off. And if you don't want the smiley face, you could just use the back. Aren't they so cute? And you should see the home goods store has the candy corns with the little ghost. And then they have the candy corns with pumpkins. And then they had the candy corns with haunted houses. So you got 3 of the candy corns and 3 of, like the ghost, if the ghost was in with the candy corns, you got 3 of each. They were probably they were smaller though, and they were $14.99, so, yeah, I was like, stop buying Halloween. Aren't those cute though? Yeah, I got the ice cream too. I got dog toys in that too. A donut, ice cream, because hey, it works. But I definitely can't, push that little squeaky, because Louie would be all over this. He's obsessed with the squeakies. But I thought, oh my God, how cute are those? And they were in the dog toy section. I don't buy the dogs. Oh, this bit my tongue. I don't buy the dogs dog toys from usually like a store. I usually get them at the dollar store. Just because Louie, these are good and nice and strong. So Bella would... These might last them, but Louie will normally tear them up to get that little squeaky out. So I try not to buy expensive toys no more, which these weren't. These were only $4, so I might go back and get them some more. But I thought they were so cute. Aren't they adorable? I love them. So when you see them in a wreath, you'll be like, that's the dog toy. Alright guys, I'm going to go. I got to start my tutorial. So, I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for joining me. I love you all. Have a blessed evening. And I'll see you soon. Bye.